So in this video, join me for a sunset walk around Cala Marina. We're going to see how busy it is in July. We're going to see what the atmosphere is like too. So let's turn the camera around and let's check out Cala Marina tonight. So you can see we're standing right outside of the entrance. We're also standing right outside of the Land train bus stop, the number 12 bus stop on the Ting Ting train. And you can also see that we have a little bit of car parking over here in Cala Marina as well. If you're hoping to come down here from another area of the resort, this is basically how you get here. You can either get here by land train, maybe by taxi, or come down here and park. Now, as I turn the camera around, I'm a little bit dismayed and disappointed by the huge mess left to my left-hand side here. There's something going on with the bins over here in Cala Marina, and I was absolutely appalled on leaving Cala Egos. I've just been filming over there, actually, talking about the beaches over in Cala Egos and Cala Egos. If any residents know the reason for the rubbish over here in Cala, do comment below. But anyway, let's head on down into Cala Marina because, well, this is almost the crown jewel here of Cala. It's home to many lovely motorboats and powerboats and yachts, and also it's the centre of nightlife here. So let's go and check it out tonight. So, as I said, we are starting to lose light over here in Cala this evening. I've had to leave filming here in Cala until gone 8 o'clock. It's been extremely hot today and it's still around 30 degrees Celsius. But this is the perfect time to come out for a walk, and you can see right on entering Cala Marina, we're right outside of the Royal Tandoori Indian restaurant. Now, we do have a wonderful selection of restaurants in Cala Marina, and I'm right outside the Porto Curry. Should we have a quick look at the menu board here just to give you an idea of prices for summer 2025? And I'm just whizzing down the starters here. We can see a basic pizza here is around €11.90, well, call it €12. Fish dishes are from €16 here. Meat dishes are from around €17. And pastas as well from around €14. But this is a wonderful location to come out for dinner, even if you are eating in a hotel. I do recommend coming out to experience Cala, even if it is just for one meal. Oh my goodness, it's looking busy here this evening. So let's continue walking down. Got many other restaurants here which we're going to pass by. But look, you can just see the sky here going very lovely orange colour. It's very, very beautiful. And the restaurants here are busy. Goodness, I have said it before, I'm going to say it again. If there's anywhere that you do want to eat, make sure you book your table. I can see lots of reserved signs out. Just have a very quick look at this menu as well, just to get another gauge of prices. Oysters here, €5 a piece. Fish soup, €18. Paella, €24.50 for seafood paella. Fish dishes from around €23.50 as well. Meat dishes from around €25. So we're coming up past the Botavara, coming up past now the Bocana Char Grill. Is this going to be a little bit cheaper? I think it might be, actually. And it looks like they also have some Mallorquin dishes on the menu and some very Spanish dishes too. And check this out, riding off into the sunset is the Land train. This is the green line, it's heading on into the centre of Cala. Fantastic way to get around the resort. Costs around €5 for an adult to go on this little Land train here. Anyway, let's have a quick look at this menu. Okay, so checking out the the bocana here. Look, you can see they've got a very good Spanish menu. Suckling pig is very famous over here, as is lamb shank. You've got a little bit of Spanish pulpo or octopus, you've got paella, and a chateaubriand, and I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a beef dish. Let me know in the comments. I don't know, it sounds a bit French, doesn't it? I do think this restaurant is quite Argentinian though. I think it's owned by an Argentinian, very friendly guy, but I'm just going to run the camera down the menu board just so you can get an idea of prices over here. Don't forget to check out all the iron sculptures down here too. Now this does look like a very popular spot. We've got people waiting for a table, but let's keep walking along. See how busy it is over here. Now night is going to fall very soon over here in Cala Marina. We have to be quick to catch the rest of the daylight down here. Can't believe I've had to come out so late. Now I'm just looking across the water here, and it looks like we've got quite possibly some live music. You can see a bar at the top here, we can see a busy restaurant at the bottom. Go and check those out. But look, I'm just looking across to the port. Now I have to say, all the times that I've been out here over the winter and also in the spring as well, it's been very quiet down here during the day. Obviously people have been on the beach, and just watching Cala Marina come to life, it's just wonderful actually. It's what summer is all about over here in Cala. So just looking over to my left here, we've got another restaurant, and we've got the Smugglers pub as well. I can see a sign here which says live music on a Friday and Saturday between 7:30 and 10. Between 7:30 and 10:30. And look, it's open from 1 p.m. too. Now I do believe this pub stays open a little bit long into the winter. I seem to remember being down here in November. It barely shut actually, so that's really well worth knowing if you're coming over here a little bit later on in the season. Now look at the views over Cala Marina tonight. My goodness, look, you can see I'm standing right in front of the port, as in the port lounge bar or restaurant. You can see, look, other big nightlife areas too. All this is going to light up wonderfully, and I might actually film my way back to the car as well later on in the evening to catch that video. You'll see what the atmosphere is like later on in the night. This is very much dinner time. This is sunset time over here in Cala Marina. Okay, so let's keep going. Now you can see I'm passing by several boat rentals and charters over here. Many of these boats are up for rent, some of them are private. Don't forget to go and check out my things to do in Cala video as well. If you're over here for the first time and you want some inspiration, I'll drop a link to that video in the description text below. Let's keep heading around. Okay, so we're coming up to a very busy area over here in Cala Marina. I see a very busy bar in front of us. It is the Sky Lounge Marina. Should we go and take a little bit of a closer look? Now look at this, that the lights are coming on over here. Outside a little sushi place. That looks actually quite closed. But we've got music playing here. People sitting out enjoying a few evening drinks. Looking like it's going to be quite lively down here, probably after dinner. I suspect this is going to get rather busy down here at around sort of 10-ish, 11-ish. And up here, look, right at the top, you can see a DJ over at Bliss with the best views and the best prices, apparently, so they say, and a great selection of bars and restaurants. Let's just take a very quick look at the menu here. Now I'm wondering whether this is going to be a little bit more upmarket. I suspect it may well be. I'm just going to run the camera down the boards here. Let's have a look. Whole steam lobster, €45. And look, you can see prices once again around the 20 to 30 euro mark. You can just get an idea of drinks prices too. So just to give you a quick idea of what it's like here, look, just to show you what the atmosphere's like. Looks very nice. Might have to come back a little bit later on. I'm glad they've got the fans out actually. I've got some fans out here, but look at the views from over here, and just look at the people coming through Cala Marina tonight. And look, a little bit of a closer view across the water here to the bars and the restaurants. This gives you a really good idea as to how busy it is tonight. And it's just as we come to the right of the Sky Bar here, look what I've seen. I've seen the menu of the day, a menu del dia. Check this out, look, €35. I've got no idea if that's going to be any good. They have put it in English. Look, you can see what's on the menu today, mixture of traditional starters here, and you can get like some seafood for the main course. I'm not sure if that's served all day, but well, that board is still out, so I assume they're going to be serving that during the evening. And if that's the case, that probably represents quite good value. Anyway, let's keep walking along. So as we continue along here, look, you can see we're walking in the direction of the new Mercadona supermarket. If you want to see what this supermarket is like and kind of what prices are like, go ahead and check out my review video from here. It really is very much a welcome addition to Cala Marina, not just for you guys coming on holiday, but also for residents too. And you can just see the escalator in front of me as well. I think you're going to get some of the best views of Cala Marina from here. But anyway, let's keep going around. We're not going to go into Mercadona this evening. I've got quite a lot of ground to cover. So let's keep heading around. Now, there is no shortcut into Cala centre from here, apart from to go around the marina. Although I will show you a little path if you want to get to the top side of Cala town centre, and that lies just a little way ahead. But just look at the views tonight. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. You can just see the moon away in the distance as well. Not quite sure whether the camera is picking it out, but it is so lovely down here, just at the point of the sun going down. And still people pour through. So we're officially coming to the other side of Cala Marina here. We're going to see how busy it is this evening. Okay, so a top tip here, right in front of the Capellina boat, which you may well have seen in my things to do in a Cala video. You're going to see a little break in the fence way here. If you head along this path and head straight up, it'll take you more or less to the top of the town. You'll see the car parking spaces and you can access the top of Cala centre from here. But we're not going to go this way. We're going to keep walking. We're going to go and head on into Cala centre this way. So let's just pan the camera around here. Look, you can just see the last remains of the setting sun. Hopefully next time I'll try and get down here a little bit earlier actually. I'll try and come down here next month. Hopefully we'll get some much nicer views. But anyway, come on, let's keep going. And also to my left as well, look, you can see another access route. We can see some steps going up to the roadside as well. Because, well, Cala Marina also has a long line of villas right down the side. You can't really see them from here, but you can just see the tops of them. But this area is very, very accessible from pretty much most areas of the resort which lie around it. So I'm very relieved to see Cala Marina looking very clean down here. Not so right outside of it, but just down this area here you can see it's been kept very, 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 very clean and tidy. Okay, so looking left, we've got the La Scala Italian restaurant. Got another lovely little bar as well. Look, you can see they do vegan tapas and cocktails, which looks very nice to see. Starting off with quite a chilled atmosphere over here on this side of Cala Marina. Still just looking back here, just to give you a little glance across the water. So we can see now the area that we have just come from, just past the Sky Lounge, is lighting up too. It's really coming to life now this evening, and the time now is about 9:10. So this really is the best place to come if you're wanting to sit out by the water over here in Cala Egos. There are a few other places, and don't forget you've got nearby Porto Petro too, but this is the main area in Cala Egos centre if you want a little bit of nightlife and sea views too. And just like on the other side of the marina, it's looking equally as busy over here. Goodness, look, almost every table is taken. And you can see, looking up, we can see the port here, which you could see from the other side of the marina. And as I pan the camera around, look, you can just see how busy it is this evening. Let's just get a few additional views as we head on up. Now don't forget to get right to the very end of Cala Egos Marina. We do have a Chinese restaurant. So right at the beginning of Cala Egos Marina, we've got an Indian restaurant where we started this video, and you're gonna have to wait till right to the end if you want to pick up a Chinese. So the night has just got underway over here in Cala Egos Marina, but I'm going to head now into Cala Egos Centre. If you want to catch that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If it's already published, I'll drop a link to it in the description text below. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Now don't forget you can also find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.